nothing that's free. Seems the roll of the dice never rolls back to me. And oh, it's already gone. A bird in my hand, 2 cans in the other, start spinning around. Now here comes another, and oh, it's already gone. And here comes the feeling when you don't got nothing, and all you want to do is get up and start running. You can't hang long cause you know it's gonna start up again. Here's one thing that I know for certain, is life's too short to be worried about you hurting for long. Oh, it's already gone. And all you want to do is get up and start running. You can't hang long cause you know it's gonna start up again. Here's one thing that I know for certain, is life's too short to be worried about you hurting for long. Whoa, it's already gone. Already gone. It's already gone.
What is up, boys? We are back and ready to go for week 3 preview. I'm super pumped because tonight we're talking all things Jags. We're talking what the chances the Jags have against the Texans, what we can expect from that game. I want to get to all of your comments. This is a fan-driven show. This is your first show with us. Make sure to get into the comments. We try to get all the comments that we can because these are just fans talking to fans. We have some Texans clips ready to go, queued up. We're going to take a look at some things that the Texans may try to do against the Jags and what the Jags will have to do to ultimately get this offense back on track. Before we get into all that, though, we always got to plug everything, right? Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, hit the notification bell so that you know when we are doing live shows. Typically, we do Tuesday night and Friday night live shows, but this week we had a little curveball. We did a Monday night live show. So make sure you have the notification bell on so you get notified when the shows are live. Make sure to follow the Twitter. Make sure to follow the Instagram so that you can stay up to date on all of the things. We can talk throughout the week. I'm pretty active on Twitter, getting better at being active on Instagram, but we pretty much talk all things Jags all the time. I'm super excited about this show. I want to hear you guys' thoughts. What do you think is going to happen in the Jags game? Who do you think will go off? I was on Twitch last night kind of messing around, and I was talking to some Jags fans, and someone asked me what was some prop bets that I would be looking at. So I mentioned maybe Calvin Ridley yards, maybe Trevor Lawrence yards, but I want to hear what you think. What do you think will happen in the game? This is a very fan interactive show, so we always like to get the first person in the chat. Charlie Boy says Duval. Duval TV says Duval. DJM says Jason Son. Robert Atzert, who has his own YouTube channel, pretty popular YouTube channel. You can check it out if you click on his name. He says, what up? Jags fan says, I'm going to the Jags game versus the Bengals in December. Oh, nice. So I like to hear. Rico says Duval. Robert Adger says Griffin versus Ridley. And then some emojis. Nolly Full Cab is the first channel member in the chat. Love seeing that. Fat Boy Shad says, I think the Texans are better than we believe on both sides of the ball. Let's see some offense this weekend, says BT. Griffin sucks. Minshew about to end the Ravens undefeated streak. I went through and watched the Texans games, and week 2, Texans versus the Colts. There was a lot of good film in that game, and I was like, okay, I can pull this video, or I can pull this play, I can pull this play. And then I went and watched the Texans-Ravens game, and that game was horrendous to watch. I mean, it was the first game of the season for C.J. Stroud, but my goodness, was that game tough to watch. So Timmy Devil says, no more curveballs, United. I've missed 2 shows. Well, yeah, I mean, that's my bad. That's my bad. But maybe get the notification bell on there. Before we get into some of the stuff, I want to look at some of the PFF numbers from the Texans. I want to look at some plays. I want to look at all of that. But something I got to show you guys first. I mean, this made my week. Okay, so I was on Instagram, and I just randomly got requested to be followed by this page. Jags United memes, okay? Jags United memes. And it says, not affiliated with Jags United, so I appreciate that. Main Steven Plunkett, a.k.a. Sea Breacher. So those of you that know Sea Breacher in the chat, know this is from him. But you guys got to check some of these out. I was dying laughing. We'll turn the volume up. United defending Chazon with all his will and might. Love that one. I love that one.
Hey, want to listen to some tunes?
This is the intro song we played. I love it.
Wait.
Jags United live reaction to Clavon getting a sack.
What the fuck happened? What happened? What happened? Wait.
That was good. That was good. United in 21 talking about Rayshon Jenkins. Okay, I was kind of tough on Rayshon. I'm not going to lie. When Sack Guru gets his... I don't even know what this is from.
His testicle sack is now so large, he has to wear a huge hoodie upside down.
United
instead
using
of
CBS
trousers.
footage instead of the end zone
His
film.
testicle sack is now so large, he has to wear a huge hoodie upside.
United when someone says YouTube didn't send them a notification.
Now, I'm really mad.
No, you're
You
fucking
know, after playing a game for 2 weeks, this one got me. All right, because on my Twitch, I just can't. I'm too ADD to stick with one game.
Trash.
Here's the thing.
Oh no, not the Kevin Austin.
I'm kind of retarded. Look, here's the thing.
Not the Kevin Austin. Okay, I just had to bring that one up. I'm so. I mean that was one of the funniest things I've seen in a long time. All right, so moving right along. Let's move right along to this to the PFF grades here for the Texans. So Nico Collins has been just absolutely balling out at wide receiver, and we're gonna take a look at where C.J. Stroud likes to hit Nico Collins. Spoiler alert: it's in the middle of the field. Okay, and Nico Collins is actually a pretty effective route runner in the middle of the field, and we're gonna see him do that a couple of times. George Fant playing pretty well at 146 snaps. But look at the drop-off here from this offensive grade. 89.0 and then down to 70.8. Tank Dell's been okay with a 69.8. Ron Beedry says, oh, great, PFF, my favorite part. This gives us the snap count. This gives us the total snaps these guys are playing, right? Like John Mechie, I've been harping on John Mechie. He's only got 14 snaps. Brevin Jordan, how many of y'all wanted Brevin Jordan in the draft? Only 15 snaps, okay? This kind of gives us an idea of how they're doing. Laramie Tunsil, I don't know if he's going to play or not. I heard he was, and I heard he wasn't. Damian Pierce, 74 snaps, which is probably not as many as he should have. We'll get more on him later. CJ Stroud. I just want to go through these quickly. Okay, I just want to go through these quickly. All right. The defensive grades. Tavier Thomas has been playing pretty well. Okay, 83 snaps, 87.5 grade. Steven Nelson, 120. So I mean, their corners have been like decent. Now they've played the Ravens and the Colts, who don't really necessarily have like a star-studded receiver room on either one of the teams. Will Anderson Jr. has been okay here. At least 2 watches. Yes, Volkfang. Yes, Hassan. Okay, we will. All right, Stingley's not playing. Don't have to worry about him. All right, that's fine. All right, let's get to what you guys have to what you guys kind of have to say. Sedin Sesko says United. What up, Sedin Sesko? Glad you're here, man. Jags fan says DJM. I highly doubt that Minshew looked awful in Philadelphia against the Cowboys. Jags 63-13 says Nick Ludwig. Shaq Griffin will get cooked. Nolly Full Cab channel member says Zay Jones is officially out. Give me some Tim Jones. I'm gonna miss Zay Jones because he is like our spectacular catch receiver. I like having him. Sea Breacher's on point. Sea Breacher laughing. Yeah. Well, to tell you the truth, I would have rather had Osiris Torrance in the second round and Darnell Washington in the third. But hey, that's me. No YouTube, says Robert Adster. You're thinking about X Twitter. Oh, I am? Oh, okay. Got Collins in fantasy. I hope Tyson doesn't lock him up. The great mistake, Bo, is what music do you listen to? I mean, I listen to a little bit of everything. Really, and I know everybody says that, but pretty much everything, everything but country. And nothing against country. I just don't really like it. It depends on what kind of mood I'm in. You know, I grew up listening to like hip hop and rap because I was like popular when I was younger. Now I you know, when I'm working out, I like to listen to like EDM. Is that stupid? Is that lame? I don't know. But I like all types of music. Don't count out the Texans, says Timmy Devil 999. No, I mean, I think they're better than you think. I mean, let's take a look at a couple plays here. Jags fan says Doug Peterson needs to take the play calling back. If you didn't watch my film breakdown which is hilarious, like so I did a film breakdown of Week 1 against the Colts, probably 1,000 views. Week 2 breakdown against the Chiefs, 500, half the amount of views in the loss. So I guess people don't want to see film breakdowns of the loss. Charlie Boy says, are you going to the game on Sunday? Yes, I am. You can hit me up on Twitter or Instagram. I'll be around perusing, doing things like that. Okay, so let me show you kind of where I think the Texans will try to attack us here. All right, so let's take a look here. So if you'll notice what they did do here against the Colts, we're not going to like break down like everything like formations and stuff like this, but you'll notice what they like to do here. See, they like Nico Collins in the middle of the field. Watch him here on the outside. The Colts are in there like one high, cover 3, cover 1 thing there, middle of the field. And Nico Collins, listen, he's a good player, good runner with the ball here. Here you're going to see against the Ravens, they're kind of do the same thing. Nico Collins, middle of the field, right there. That's that deep in route. If you look, I mean, I had his stats somewhere. I had him somewhere. CJ Stroud's got a 63.7% passing. He's 11 for 16 in the middle of the field from 10 to 20 yards, and then 16 for 20 from 0 to 10 yards. So he's been pretty good in the middle of the field. So hopefully we get a little bit of this cover 1 robber. You can see there, like they did a pretty good job. You can take a look at this. They're going to hit Nico Collins here, and he's on the line of scrimmage in the slot. Again, just a little deep post, middle of the field. I mean, that's a nice little play right there. Good route, release to the middle of the field. I mean, obviously when you're playing against this cover 3 that the Colts are in, you're going to try to expose this middle of the field right here. Here you're going to see it again. It looks like the exact same play. I think we actually already saw that play. Here we're going to see it from the outside, a slant in the middle of the field. I mean, right there. I mean, throws a nice little accurate ball there in the middle of the field. Here's a nice, you'll see a nice little Texas route. Middle of the field. So, I mean, the Jags linebackers got to be ready. I mean, Aluakon's got to be ready to cover. Devin Lloyd's got to be ready to cover. Cisco and Jenkins got to be ready to come downhill. Now, Cisco and Jenkins do a lot of pre-snap disguising. So, will that make the rookie quarterback confused? I hope so. But, I mean, he's not afraid to hit the middle of the field. I think I have another one here. This one, a slant from Nico Collins. Again, top of your screen. I mean, this is a play where listen, they better bring it. I mean, how many plays have we just seen on this rapid-fire play here where Nico Collins has broken the first tackle? Like, you got to wrap that guy up and bring him down. I mean, he's a good receiver now. He really is. Do you play guitar? Says Great Mistake Bozo. Yes, I've been playing the guitar for almost 16, 17 years I've been playing the guitar. Wow, that makes me feel really old. Lonesome Not I says, chomp, chomp, like the Highlanders. Sadly, there can only be one good team in North Florida. Jags for Life says, I just want Trevor to take his time and really use all of his weapons. Yeah, I agree. It's a good point. Timmy Devil 999, we were disgusted in the offensive play, United. Nobody wants to see the tape of last week. Okay, that's fair. But there is some defensive plays on there, right? Defense played good. And I do have some good offensive plays. And I kind of broke down why I think the offense isn't being successful. I'm gonna make you watch it, okay? And it's not the play calling. It's kind of the play calling. And it's not Trevor Lawrence. But I'm gonna make you watch it. I'm not gonna tell you. Jags for Life. If he just focus and calm down, he will be fine. 11 sacks in 2 games. Better throw short passes. Is that what he had? Yep, 11 sacks. He scrambled 5 times. Here are my notes that I have for the game. I'll just go through them really quickly for the offense. Nico Collins has been good. Jimmy Ward, the safety's coming back. We originally thought Laramie Tunsil was coming back, but now we don't know. The average time to throw that CJ Stroud has had is 2.69 seconds. That's not a lot of time. Already been sacked 11 times, like you said. I would expect a lot of cover 1 robber where they roll a guy down the middle of the field just because I think Stroud is comfortable in that middle of the field. So I think what you'll see is, and we'll probably see this a lot on Tuesday on our film breakdown after the game, is I think you'll see Cisco and Jenkins line up pre-snap in a too high look. And then at the snap, they'll roll into that cover 1, and you'll probably see one of the safeties get an interception in the middle of the field. Or you'll see Aluakon or Lloyd, kind of cheat a middle of the field drop and maybe pick them off once or twice. Robert Woods is going to be in the slot. Nico Collins and Tank Dell are decent receivers. Dalton Schultz, for some reason, like that, it's not clicking between him and CJ Stroud. He's only had 11 targets on 95 pass snaps, so that's not good at all. And then Damian Pierce has only had 2.7 yards per attempt, and so I think the Texans are better than O-line is better than people think, but they are they are struggling right now, and they're injured. Excuse me. So they have 12 guys on the IR. That's tied for the most. And I was perusing through the Texans subreddit, and some people are getting a little worried about the physicality of D'Amico Ryan's practices because of all the injuries that they're getting. So we'll talk about the defense here in a second, but I think that like the plays that we showed, middle of the field, they're going to probably try to get plays hit in the middle of the field. I mean, that's probably what they're going to try to do. And the middle of the field better be ready. Darius Williams is the GOAT? I thought Trey Herndon played a really good game. We showed on the film. Everyone wants to point to that one play he got beat deep, but he was actually in great position on that play, and that was a hell of a catch. I thought he was in great position there. Seed and Sesko, you going to the Texans game? Yes, I'll be at the Texans game. If you guys are going to I'll be down there tailgating around 11, and I'm gonna be in this area called Toontown. It's like a pizzeria down there. They have like some like covered parking. So if you're down there, shoot me a message on Twitter or Instagram. I'd love to come tailgate with you guys. I mean, I'll walk around. I'll find you guys. I don't care. I love to tailgate with you guys and hang out, or maybe like the Bud Zone or something like that. I'm down. Cali Jag says, damn, I'm late. Cali Jag, living out in Cali, will give you an excuse because your time zone is different than the most of us. Timmy Devil says, D-Will is playing damn good. He's locking his side down. Darius Williams, yeah. BG said 11 guys on the IR. I have 12 on my notes, so either I'm wrong or you're wrong. I'm probably wrong. Robert Ashford says 3 missed toe taps and 1 overthrow. It was 3 touchdowns missed. The Jags are all good. Yeah, I'm with you there. Lonesome Not Eye says, I want to see Trevor go off. Response is key to a deep run, especially a team against like the Texans, who will probably be picking it toward the top of the draft order. Nolly Full Cab channel member Nolly Full Cab says, Cisco is going to get a pick or a pass breakup if he rolls down like that. Same thing as the KC one. Timmy says, this is the week that we need the whole offense to come with their A game. Jaggernaut says, Jags United, let's go. Let's go, baby. All right, so here's what else I think they might try to do a little bit more of, and they didn't do it a lot in the Colts or in the Ravens game, and I don't know why, because C.J. Stroud actually moves pretty well, and I heard some people talking on the radio, like, oh, he's not really a runner. Well, he's not really a runner, but he moves pretty well. Like, he evaded sacks pretty well in this game, and he's played 2 pretty good defenses so far. Little pre-snap motion. You're going to see a little RPO here. Terrible. Let's make it yellow. Terrible blocking here. I mean, I know the Colts kind of ate our right tackle too. But, I think you're going to see some RPO action. And I think you're going to see a little bit more RPO this week. Quick stuff. Get it out. Good Lord, that's some terrible blocking by 77. That's as bad as blocking as you're going to see from that. Watch this right tackle right here. Goodness. Ready for the Knowles to win tomorrow, says Rico. Lonesome Not I says, don't hold your breath. We got a little FSU banter going on in the chat. I don't like to, venture into college football talk too often, but that 12 o'clock kickoff time, why? Why are they kicking off at 12 o'clock? Like, why can't we have that as a night game? It's one of the biggest games on FSU's schedule, and we're going to schedule it for 12 o'clock. I'm barely awake at 12 o'clock on Saturdays. Barely toe taps. Guys are being launched out of bounds because Trevor not putting touch on it. We can't expect Zay to haul in all of these wild angles unless we are saying Zay is S-tier wide receiver. It just wasn't a clean game in the red zone by the Jags last week. I'm not going to overreact. Was that Harrison? I'm going to San Antonio this weekend. Hopefully I don't run into Texans fans. Well, you probably will. I've actually never been to San Antonio. Kevin says, Duval. I love seeing that. DJ M says, hook 'em. Okay. Oh, okay. I see where we're at here. All right, what else we got here? All right, so I do think that they're going to try to run the ball with Dameon Pierce on us. I know you're thinking like, duh. But I think Dameon Pierce will have a little bit more success against us than he did against the Colts and the Ravens. Here's why. Both the Colts and the Ravens play like a 4-man defensive front. It can help you against the run a little bit more. Now, the way the base 3-4 package is designed, it should be better against the run, but the Jags play a lot of nickel. So I think you're going to see a lot of nickel. So I think Dameon Pierce will have a little bit more success against us than he did against the other 2 teams. And that's okay. I think he can still have success and us still win. But, like, they do a lot of different stuff here. Like, here, one thing I want to point out is, like, they do a lot of 2 tight end set stuff. Okay? Like, they want to run the ball. They brought in Dalton Schultz for a reason. And you're going to see, they got 2 tight ends to the field side here. They're just going to toss it out to Dameon Pierce. I don't even think he gets that many yards here, but it's just like the Jags got to be ready to go up against 2 tight ends. And if they're going to play their small package, then I don't know. Here again, you're going to see another 2 tight end set. They're on. Do they pre-snap motion here or no? Nope. So another thing they do is they snap the ball quick. that's one thing I noticed watching the film of the last 2 games. Like, as soon as Stroud gets under center, he snaps the ball. There's not a lot of, like, cadence there. A quick little fullback dive. I think they were trying to pick up 1 yard here. But, again, you see the 2 tight end sets here. Another 2 tight end set. Tight end. Like, the Jags got to be ready to crack some helmets, man. They really do, because they're going to try to run some power football here. I think they pull. They pull either the guard or the tackle. They definitely pull the tight end. So I mean, they're going to end up pulling 2 guys here to the boundary. Yep. Again, they don't get a lot of yards, but you can see what they're trying to do. I mean, they're trying to play some smash mouth football. D'Amico Ryan's just trying to play that old school smash mouth football. Here you go again. 2 tight end sets. This is against the Ravens. Okay, and look, the Ravens, I guess they have an odd man front here, actually, now that I look at it. Mike McDonald might have brought over this odd man front because this is an under front. So under front is just, oh, no, this is over front because they have the nose tackle to the weak side. Okay, nice, Mike McDonald. But here you can see the 2 tight end set. That's what they're going to try to do against the Jags. I mean, and they'll run it down. They'll use Damian Pierce. They'll use Devin Singletary. They're going to try to just run the ball down our throats. They can pull off some play action, then I think they will. Here we're going to see an inside zone out of shotgun, a little cross block. I mean, this is what they're going to try to do. And the Jags got to be ready, because if they don't stop the run, then the Texans are just going to keep running the ball. And it would be a shame if we looked up and the Texans had the TOP because we can't stop the run because we refuse to get out of this nickel package. This is a game where a guy like Antonio Johnson would really help us out, man. And that's why we kind of wanted him to get healthy, because listen, I like Trey Herndon, and I was just singing his praises, but this is the type of game where you have Antonio Johnson in the box rather than Trey Herndon, because he can kind of come down in the box and help against the run. Or, this is a game where hopefully Fatu Kasi has a good game. Missing Devon Hamilton's going to be big here. So Roy Robertson Harris, is this the game that he kind of shows up and decides that he wants to kind of be a part of the team? I mean, he had such a spectacular ending to last season. It's and again, you can't blame the defense. They've played well, although I'd made the case on the last video that it did seem like that Kansas City kind of shot themselves in the foot more than the defense forced it. But at the same time, you got to give them credit where credit's due. So they're going to have to stop the run now. They're going to have to load the box up, 8 guys in the box, and stop the run. Jones, in your face, you might be a little high. Who gets the first sack on Stroud and Duval? Lonesome. I think it's pretty obvious it's going to be K'Lavon Chaisson. BT, what do you think of the Texans D-line? We got manhandled up front last week. I can't even really remember who is on the Texans D-line. Let's take a look at their PFF here. So if we... Hassan Ridgeway only played 15 snaps. He seems to be kind of a no sack, so we'll kind of move on past him. Jonathan Grenard. Okay, so he's the edge out of Florida. Oh, wait, I haven't gotten to my defensive notes yet. Good point. All right, defensive notes. Tavier Thomas has been good. He's an undrafted free agent out of Ferris State. I would have never guessed that in a million years that he was from Ferris State. Steve Nelson's been good, the corner. Will Anderson's getting better. He has 1 sack and 4 hurries. Stingley's not playing. Shaq Griffin out there. Jalen Petre's been hurt. And then Jonathan Grenard with the 1 sack. So Grenard's, an okay player. Don't know how we got that color, but I kind of like it, so let's keep it. Henry Tutu has been okay. Hansen hasn't really played that many snaps. Denzel Perriman is a decent player. Dylan Horton's a pass rusher. Kurt Hennish, Jerry Hughes. So, yeah, they don't have much along the D-line. They don't. So maybe the Jags will be able to run the ball. That would be nice for once. I don't know. Long shot, but I say Gotsis gets the first sack, says Lonesome Nada. He also says, cheers to the Jags. Pierce is a serious threat, and Chaisson, I'd go for Taven Bryant. Chazon got a sack last week, and it was that exact same drill where he was in the sand working on it. Maybe this is from Rod Beedry. Maybe Harrison could use a little help from the tight end. That might be better than what happened last week, for crying out loud. I don't know why they didn't help Anton Harrison out. Like, that would have been a game plan for me going into the game, not an adjustment. And then it would have at least been an adjustment. It would have at least been an adjustment for me. That was that was weird to see. I don't know what's going on with this coaching staff. Something's going on. Something is going on. I don't know what it is, but something's going on. DJ M says, Pierce embarrassed our defense last season. D-line's time to return the favor. I mean, like I said, that 2.7 yards per attempt is not looking good, but I think he's a good back, man. And Devin Singletary's not a bad back. I just think the problem is their offensive line. The Texans offensive line has been subpar. I don't think Titus Howard's played at all. I'll take a look. I mean, I'll look at their offensive line here. You guys, I guess, don't really need to look at it. George Fant's been good. And by good, I mean like okay, a 70 rating. I don't think Laramie Tunsil's playing. Shaq Mason's been bad. He's got a 49.6 pass block. Well, I'll show y'all. He's got a 49 points. Okay, so George Fant is 70. I mean, that's a decent grade. It's not a great grade. I don't think Laramie Tunsil's playing. Shaq Mason has got a 62.0 grade and a 49.6 pass blocking grade. That's not good. Jarrett Patterson, a 53.8 overall grade, 52.4 pass blocking grade, 52.6 run blocking grade. So their center has been just as bad as our center has been. Kendrick Green, their guard, has been even worse. Yeah, I mean, you can't see him down here. I'll scroll down for you. Their other tackle, Josh Jones. Why does the size of that change? Like, that makes no sense to me. Josh Jones is played in every snap, 45.8 offensive grade. So their offensive line has been horrendous. And I don't care who your quarterback is, and I don't care how good your skill position players are. We know, as a matter of fact here in Jacksonville, that you have to have a good offensive line to have a good team. You really do. Mahomes almost shook off Chazen. He's so small. But he didn't. And if you go back and watch it, Mahomes, if you're going to say that Mahomes almost shook off Chazen, then you have to say that Mahomes also almost fumbled from Chazen, because he was about a split second, a fraction of a second, a hair away from fumbling from Chazen, trying to get away. So if you're going to say he almost shook him off, you also have to say that Chazen almost forced a fumble. Got you there. Got you there, Timmy Devil. Got you there. Guy says, did I miss the Chazen love? Apparently not. Robert Atwood says, Farrell and Anton could have slowed Jones down. It was questionable. You could have put Luke Farrell, Anton Harrison, Timmy Devil, me, and DJM out there, and I think Chris Jones is still sacking Trevor Lawrence. I don't think it mattered. 100 miles per hour. How do I miss the one time we were talking about my GOAT Chazen? Okay, I don't want to spend all show on Chazen. It's fun. It's fun for me. But I will throw this hypothetical out there to you. If he gets another sack this week, and he's at 2 sacks in 3 weeks, how is the narrative going to change if my boy starts stacking sacks week after week? Now, I have no, weird fetish for Kalavon. I really don't. I just thought it was unfair the way that people treated him. I thought it was unfair the way people treated Urban Meyer initially, until more information came out. I thought it was unfair the way people treated Trent Baalke about the clown show when that first started happening. I thought it was unfair the way fans were treating Gardner Minshew. I thought it was unfair the way fans were treating Blake Bortles. Maybe I'm just a guy that comes to the cause of these players, and I'll be that. But I'm just a guy that's coming to the cause for Clavon. I want him to succeed the same way I wanted Tavon Austin to succeed, the same way I wanted Ngakoue to succeed, the same way I wanted Jalen Ramsey to succeed as a Jaguar, the same way I wanted Dante Fowler to succeed as a Jaguar. I want all these guys to succeed. Okay? I can't help it that I'm a little petty, and when I see people just pile on these guys, I like to kind of maybe make people think. That's it. Guy says, I also watched tackles shove Chazon into the dirt. Not this season, Guy. Not this season. Ron Beedry says, bottom line, Trevor didn't have any time last week to throw. The ball, his mechanics were all off. When that happens, he overthrows. I like that, Ron. Both can be true. I hope Trev doesn't need another Bronco INT moment to wake up. I think that last week was the wake-up week. I hope. Chazon's a person, too. He is. That's not hypothetical. That's a fantasy. Oh, is it? Because he got a sack last week. That wasn't a fantasy. On your boy Patty Mahomes. Jason loves the underdog. Who knew? Yeah. I've been a Jags fan my whole life. Can you blame me for rooting for the underdog? Grew up watching movies like The Little Giants, Angels in the Outfield, Remember the Titans. Must I go on about underdog sports movies? The Rookie, the all-time favorite sports movie of all time. Well, it's actually Remember the Titans, but my second favorite, The Rookie. Dennis Quaid, 40-year-old minor league pitcher, throwing 93 miles per hour with the speed, the police speed radar. Do those even pick up baseballs? I know y'all know what I'm talking about. Sandlot. All right. And listen, might as well give me your favorite sports movies. And why is it not Remember the Titans? Don't say Moneyball. Moneyball's a good movie, but that's too new. It's too new. Timmy said, but he's a first-round pick, United. We did the same thing to Taven Bryan. It's not his fault he's a first-round pick. What did he say? Did he decide to be a first-round pick? And he was a late first-round pick. It wasn't like he was like freaking C.J. Henderson. Robert Adstert says, Chris Jones is a top 3 defensive player in the NFL. Welcome to the NFL, Anton. Yeah. Good of you to stand up for the little guys. Thanks, DJM. Someone's got to be an advocate for these people that can't defend themselves. Yeah, he's 6'4", 220, but he needs me to defend him. One sack. He must be a guru by now. Murtaza says bench warmers, and I gotta admit I've never seen bench warmers, and I know I get that all the time. Timmy says Waterboy. Waterboy's a good movie, and yes, it's a sports movie, but it's just kind of like stupid funny. It can't be like your favorite sports movie, because if you're gonna go like Adam Sandler sports movie, at least go Happy Gilmore. Coach Carter was a good movie, but Samuel L. Jackson is just a really good actor. Facing the Giants, says TJM. Why do I feel like you're being sarcastic, TJM? Guy says, yes, Chazon's a person, as we all are, just not an edge rusher. Come on, Guy. Lonesome says, LOL, I heard Chazon, but Alka-Seltzer is in his grill last week for that sack, boy. Well, I'm telling you. Mighty Duck, says Kevin. That one, now you got me thinking, because as a kid, I was a big-time hockey fan. I still am a big-time hockey fan. But when I was a kid, I was convinced I was going to the NHL until I was like 12. And my parents were like, bruh, you grew up in Florida. Now, they didn't use the word bruh because they're adults, and I grew up in the 90s. But I thought that I was going to go to the NHL. Goated football movie, Facing the Giants. Alley Cat's Strike. I hate that I know that movie. Like, I hate that I know that's a Disney Channel bowling movie. I really do hate that. And I hate that you made me spend time thinking about the cheesiest bowling movie of all time, and I hate that I know what that is. Cool Runnings is a good one. The original Bad News Bears says Sleek. No, I didn't see it. I'm not a big movie person or a TV person. You guys know that. I'm a little too ADD to sit around and watch movies or TVs. I like to play video games, play instruments, or watch YouTube. I know. I sound like a freaking Gen Zer. Way to dunk on my favorite sports. There's no way Waterboy is your favorite sports movie, Timmy Devil. Brandon McKenzie says Kingpin. Another movie I haven't seen, man. God, I'm terrible, guys. I'm sorry. Special teams 4-core guru, of course. Wasn't like he was Trevon Walker, says BT. No, I'm serious. The bear crawl scene. Okay, that bear. Listen, I like Facing the Giants more than most people, but most people use it as like a satirical, ironic reference. Damn, dude, 12. Damn. I forgot what we were talking about. Del Toro said he wrote Pacific Rim like a sports movie. Interesting fact. Sorry, Shane. Another movie I haven't seen. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm terrible, man. My friends hate me because I know nothing about movies or TV. Air Bud. Air Bud. Okay. Which one? Which Air Bud? All right. Rudy. Rudy was a good movie. Rudy's one of those movies that like I liked, but I only wanted to watch once. But I liked it. I had no need or desire to watch it more than once. I wanted to play in the NFL until 12. Now I get it. I get it now, Lonesome. All right. I wanted to play in the NFL until Orange Park Junior High School, so about the same. Listen, I had no clue. I was going, if those of you that are familiar with the Jacksonville area, I was going up to Skate World playing hockey. I thought I was like the best hockey player on earth. My parents were like, bro, you're not even a good hockey player. Change sports, bro. So I did. I changed sports, and I'm happy. I'm glad I did. Angels in the Outfield. Great movie. Great movie, Brandon. Good pull. That's a good pull. Are you a Matthew Tkachuk fan? I was more of a Keith Tkachuk fan. That's for sure. I'm a big-time Avalanche fan. Big-time Colorado Avalanche fan. I grew up watching Joe Sakic, Patrick Waugh, Peter Forsberg, Ray Bourque when he won the 0-1. That 0-1 Avalanche team is the greatest hockey team of all time. Those players I just named, Paul Kariya, Teemu Solani, Adam Foote, Adam Desmarsh. Dude, that team was in stacked. Best hockey team of all time. Troy Bolton is better than LeBron. Okay, DJM, I am not getting into High School Musical. When I was like a teenager, I was a summer camp counselor for some side money, and I think we watched High School Musical with the kids like every day. So unfortunately, High School Musical 1 I have seen a bunch of times, but it was more of just like I was getting paid like $8 an hour, so whatever would keep the kids quiet. Ron says, yeah, I vote Rudy best sports movie. Air Bud 2 for the win. I don't know what Air Bud 2 was. Like, what sport was it? Question, says Guy. Is Chazon actually 220? That would explain a lot why he can't engage with the tackle when he's getting washed. Dude, Chazon's an athlete, dude. Chazon's the type of guy that could have played any sport professionally. Yeah, chew on that one. Creed and Rocky movies. Okay. Rocky movies were really good. I never saw the Creeds. Can't wait to see Elijah Cook mossing Shaq Griffin after we pull the starters in the Oh, I like that, Red Jet. That might be my favorite comment of the day so far. Can't wait to see Elijah Cooks mossing Shaq Griffin after we pull the starters in the second half. I like that. Timmy Devil says all the Air Buds are good. Remember the Titans is the best sports movie. Jags fan, I'm with you. Remember the Titans is hands down the best sports movie of all time. Not only is Denzel Washington one of the greatest actors of all time, like everything about that movie was amazing. It was football. It was the segregation and the civil rights movement, brothers coming together over football. Hands down the best sports movie of all time. However, Mighty Ducks and The Rookie are very close. Cinderella Man. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Not a movie, but any love for Blue Mountain State. Never got into Blue Mountain State. And listen, I got a lot of friends that love it. I like funny things, but that type of humor, it's not really my type. Like that, like college humor was never really did it for me. And again, I hope you don't judge me for that. It's just I never really like. Again, I'm not a guy that can sit down and watch like a movie. I hate it actually. And so I have to be really interested and see sports movies. I love sports, so I can sit down and watch sports movies because I love sports. But I can't tell you the last time I watched a normal movie. These dudes out here going to see Oppenheimer, bro. You're sitting in a seat for 3 hours. How, dude? How? I can't like not check Twitter for more than 5 minutes. I also have ADD, so. When the game stands tall. I've never seen that one, Sleek. Nah, dog. The Lizard Kings are the best hockey team of all time. The Lizard Kings. Now, that's some deep throwback knowledge there. I went to some Lizard Kings games. Jason, do you support any soccer team? Okay. Quick story time here, boys. When I stopped playing hockey, I switched over to football and soccer. Loved football, loved the game. I was obsessed with the X's and O's of football, as you guys can tell. Unfortunately, I'm one of those late birthdays. Parents started me early. I was a year younger than all the kids in my class. So I was always smaller than the kids in my class until like my senior year of high school. Then I grew. Great timing, right? So loved football. I played football every year I was in high school. But I also played soccer, and my skill set was just better at soccer. So for a while there, you know, I took on like the soccer guy, like personality, and I got super into Manchester United. Okay, this was probably 2006, 2005, 2007. That's when I was in high school. So I actually like still follow Manchester United. I hate telling people that because I know they're like the most popular team in the world, but I do like Manchester United. I've tried getting into the MLS. I can't do it. I like soccer less now than I did back then. So, but I respect soccer. It's a very, very high level skill game. Like you need a lot of skill to play. Not necessarily like physical talent, but you do need a lot of skill. I'm a Tigers fan of the Mexican Soccer League. I couldn't tell you a single thing about the Mexican Soccer League. Chicharito, right? Swill get his first pick in Jaguars this week. Okay, S will. D will. Okay. I was racking my brain for S will. I really was, but D will. Okay, gotcha. You can't watch a movie. I feel very Ron. I know. Now listen. If I'm hanging with a chick and it's like a date, and she's like, "Let's watch a movie," I'll suck it up. I will suck it up. I will freaking, oh yeah, ha ha ha. I'll watch the movie. But if I'm sitting at the house by myself, I'm a load up like COD or Madden, or I'm a flip on YouTube, you know, and I could watch like a World War II documentary. I could watch that for hours, right? I guess it just has to depend. I don't like fictional stuff. I don't like things that's not real. I feel like it's a waste of time. Like if I'm sitting there watching a 3-hour movie, I'd rather watch a 3-hour documentary on World War II or like Band of Brothers. Then I feel like I got smarter and I'm more educated. And I know we're not talking about football anymore. Does anyone else relate to what I'm saying here? Like I feel like fiction is a waste of time to me. Not crapping on people that like that stuff. I'm not. Like listen, do what entertains you. But I haven't seen a Marvel. I haven't seen a Marvel movie in a decade. Dog days of summer. We're in week 3. Oh, Avatar on shrooms, says Robert Adsert. Yeah, I had to retire those days, man. In my mid-20s, I went to a music festival in my mid-20s, and then I was like, that's it, boys. That's it. RIP, retiring, AARP card, I'm turning it in. Give me that Social Security check. No more. I'm done. That was it for me. Sorry, blank. The Junction Boys is the best foosball movie. Haven't seen it. Watch Liga mix some of the most passionate sports announcers in the world. Oh, I've seen those for sure. Daquan Dollison says, late, but here. Daquan, I apologize, but we have gotten completely off the rails on the Jaguars. To be honest, I don't have any much more to say about the Texans. I did a lot of research. I spent like 2 days ago, like looking up the roster, the PFF, the subreddit. I don't know. They're going to try to hit the middle of the field because C.J. Stroud's really comfortable in the middle of the field. They're going to try to run 2 tight end sets. They're going to try to run the ball with Damian Pierce and Devin Singletary. Their defense isn't that good. Will Anderson might have a pop-off play here. So if the Jaguars execute, they should win by 20. If they can stop the run and execute, they should win by 20. And if they don't, then they're not as good as we thought. And through 3 weeks of the season, that would be the sentiment, because through 2 weeks of the season, that's the sentiment. Seed and Sesko says, fiction is okay. I think to relax sometimes, but I get what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah. And again, I would never like talk down on anyone's interests. Like if you love Marvel movies, dude, like I'm pumped. There's a fly in here. Dude, more power to you. I would rather watch like a YouTuber, like a Rust YouTuber. I'm a grown man. I don't know, dude. It's just like, I don't know. My attention span is a lot shorter than most people my age. And I'm okay with that. And I've had to accept that. And I fought it for so long, man. I wanted to be like a mature man, a grown man that could just hold their attention on something and like, but I'm not that guy. And I will never be that guy. And I wish I was that guy, but I'm not. I'm a guy who bounces up, his mind bounces around, and fiction just doesn't do it for me. I can lock in on nonfiction for some reason or another. I've been watching this, like, I bought this, like, membership on Amazon Prime where I can watch these, like, lectures, and it's, like, American history lectures, and I'm sitting here just, like, for hours watching American history lectures from this, and I love it. Always trying to increase knowledge. Seed, and some of us can't rest on our laurels of just being a subpar at our profession, right? Like you see officiating, and you're like, you know what? I'm okay with just being okay, right? You're okay with just being like, oh, I'll miss some calls here and there. I couldn't do that. Okay. English speaking soccer. Okay, all right. How is Walker looking this year? I don't know. I never see him. He's not doing anything that is getting my attention. He's getting pressures. I think he's okay. Lonesome, not this fly in here is freaking taking my freaking attention. Yes, sir. Jags by 20. Our show in 30 seconds. Gotta love it. Any update on Josh Allen? He's supposed to be playing. I think that's what I saw. He's supposed to be playing. I used to like Marvel when men were superheroes, but now it's always women doing everything. They're always the best at everything, so I'm done. Women are the best at everything. They really are. Well, I love women. Me personally. Just be yourself, United. This is why we love you, dude. Thank you, Charlie boy. I appreciate it. And eventually, and that's what I've come to. Are y'all seeing this fly? Like, is it fly? Are you seeing it on the screen? Okay. LOL, when the music started sounding weird, I guess I'm old now. It's chill, though. Yeah. This is when I knew I was old. When, like, I, like, unironically was like, oh, man, old rap was better. And I was like, oh, crap, I am old. But, like, classic, like, Lil Wayne is old rap now. I mean, have you heard the crap? I don't know if any of you guys like hip-hop or rap, but, dude, the crap out there now is just horrible, dude. Horrible. And I know I'm sounding like an old guy. I'm sounding like one of these old guys that's like, music back in my day was better. But goodness, what have we devolved to? Walker Little has been elite, and it feels like something we've kind of taken for granted since we drafted him. He had that weird career arc where he was like injured a lot, and he had the COVID year at Stanford, and then he had that bad ACL injury, got taken in the 3rd round. But yeah, you're right. Through 2 games, he's been really good. I mean, it's going to beg an interesting question when Cam Robinson comes back. What's going to happen? Because the O-line has been pretty bad, so you got to put Cam Robinson somewhere. I don't think Cam Robinson can play anywhere but left tackle, whereas Walker Little could give you something else somewhere else. Like, I don't know. Fireman, says Lil Wayne. Oh, man. We're talking best Lil Wayne songs? Bro. Jeez, dude. I really like Mega Man. I like 6 foot, 7 foot. Blunt Blowin'. Those are that whole album. The Carter 5 to me. And I know everyone loves the Carter 3. But dang, Lil Wayne. And then like random, like, I don't know if you guys ever listened to the No Ceilings mixtape he did. Oh my God. Amazing. Classic rap is Cash Money. Now, it's not classic rap, Lonesome. I just said that's old school compared to what's out there now. Oh, a Millie. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, a Millie's a good one. Millie's a really, really good one. That's a good point. Did you know the Russo brothers got the directing job for the Marvel movies because of their work on Community? Oh, don't tell me that, because I like Community. I like it. Oh, John. John's a good song, Nolly. Yeah, that's a good song. That whole album's good. Oh, man, dude. Well, yeah, that's it, man. I love it. Yeah, I like Community. Community's good. Community's a good show. Put Walker Little at guard and let's play ball. Okay. All right. I'm good with that. I want to see like Luke Fortner get a little bit better, right? I mean, something's got to be said for durability because the dude's never missed a snap, but I wouldn't mind seeing him play a little better. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. All right, boys. I had a lot of fun, but I mean, yeah, here we are. I don't know what we're even talking about anymore. This was cool. All right, that's good. That's a good way to end right there. On hey, listen, this was one of my favorite shows, boys. And we'll end with this one. In a perfect world, when Cam comes back, he'll be a starting left guard. Keep Little at left tackle would be ideal. Nice film breakdown. Yeah. I forgot what happened to Smoot. Smoot had what was it? Was it a knee or an Achilles? Was it an Achilles, I think? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I had fun on this show, actually. I actually enjoyed talking to you guys about things that weren't Jaguars related. I had a lot of fun. We're in the season, so, but, it's a Friday night show. Best show ever. This should have been a pre-workout stream. Today was not a pre-workout stream. I had to work late tonight, actually. Those of you that know, I'm an AD. I hadn't been to a single volleyball game yet this year, and I felt terrible. But our football team, I needed a lot of my attention there. Went to our volleyball game tonight. Was there pretty late. Jason in the morning. Are you and UCF Jaguars going to collaborate soon? That's a good question. I usually let him reach out to me. My shows are kind of not his. My shows are pretty unique when it comes to Jaguars YouTubers. I know you guys. I don't really. What's the word? I don't really put a lot of effort into the videos in the sense that like a lot of these guys are trying to make money and trying to and are really trying to get views and I get that, man. I mean, they're out there like hustling thumbnails and and no disrespect, dude. I love their stuff. I watch it. My angle is just much different, as you can see. So yeah, hopefully. I usually wait till he wants to do something. I would hate to expose him to the type of shenanigans that go on this show. Did you launch your other show, The Politics? When I did it a couple times, I had high aspirations for that, and it's just on a temporary hiatus. But one day. Low key talking about UCF Jag, LOL. Us, he is a. No, we're not going to talk bad about any Jaguars YouTuber. We're not. I won't do that. Okay, because first of all, UCF Jaguar is like the one that kind of like convinced me to switch over from podcasting to YouTube. So, gotta give him credit. A lot of people subscribe to my channel because I would go on his show and he would tell people to subscribe. So. Nolly Full Cab has been 24 months. Nolly Full Cab has been a member. 2 years. 2 freaking years Nolly Full Cab has been putting up with this nonsense, and I love it. Thank you, Nolly Full Cab. I appreciate it on the Matt Jones level. Thank you, Nolly. I really appreciate it. He's always in the chat first. So seriously, Nolly, from the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate it. Thank you. I'm just ribbing. No, I know. I mean, most of the people in here are in UCF Jaguars chats too. Now there are some other Jags YouTubers that are a little weird, but we will let you infer who I'm talking about when I say that, because I will never say a bad thing about. I don't know how to finish that sentence. Okay, we've got to end this. What time is it? It's 10 o'clock here on the East Coast. I'm sorry, I'm Orange Park trash. You'll see no money. Lonesome. I'm just happy you're here, brother. Are you kidding me? Orange Park? Come on, I got some friends that are from Orange Park. I mean, are they usually hitting me up for money or a loan? Yes. I'm just kidding. All right, I gotta go. I've got to go. I've got to get the heck out of here for the sake of Airbud and the Mighty Ducks. I got to get out of here. Great show. I had a lot of fun tonight, guys. I'm not gonna jump on my Twitch. I'm probably gonna jump on my Twitch. So jump on there. I don't know. We'll keep talking on Twitch. I got to end this show because people go back and watch YouTube, and if they watch this, they're gonna think I'm a freaking weirdo. So we got to end this here. And I'll probably jump on Twitch here in a second, and then we'll do some stuff on the Twitch links below. And maybe we'll go through like some subreddits or something like that. But it was a great show tonight. I appreciate it. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Everybody that was here, Nolly Full Cab, thank you for the 24 months. That is so awesome and humbling. Thank you to everyone that was commenting. Sharney was here. I missed his comment. I'm sorry, Sharney. He's a channel member. We had some other channel members in here, I believe, earlier. Volkfang, I missed his comment. Good Lord. I was Nick Ludwig. Wow, I was terrible tonight. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you. I'll see you guys Tuesday night. Tuesday night, we'll be doing an all-22 breakdown of the Jags-Texans game when we win 65-0. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Until then, as always, go Jags.